You've heard me repeat this a number of times now on the channel. Technical analysis is all bullshit. I say this all the time, and every time I say it, I get people that come back at me that want to fight me on this. Some of you guys really want to make this technical analysis dream that you have. You want to make it a reality. You want to make that thing live, and you can't, because technical analysis is a myth. It's a lie, and people often ask me, how am I able to actually trade if I don't use technical analysis? Because there are people that, some of you guys really seem confused by this. How could you possibly make all these trades that you claim that you make, but you never use technical analysis? What's that all about? Well, first of all, I do make thousands of options trades every year. Typically, I make about 2,500 trades per year. And typically, most of those trades are short options trades. My most common trade is probably simply selling puts. The short put is probably 70% of my trades, but I also trade a lot of other short option strategies. I sell a lot of strangles. Occasionally, I will sell naked calls. I sell occasional covered calls. I do a lot of things. I make a lot of options trades, and technical analysis has honestly never factored into a single one of those trades that I've made. Any of the tens of thousands of options trades I've made in my life, I have never used technical analysis as a basis to make any of those trades. Now, why is that? It's because technical analysis is all about picking a direction. All right, but people that use technical analysis, they're typically those people that, for whatever reason, don't believe in efficient market theory. They don't believe that markets are random. They believe that they can actually reliably predict the next candlestick on a chart, which we know is impossible. It's been studied. Technical analysis has never been proven to work, but people, again, they want to make that dream live, right? They really wish it worked, but deep down, I think most of them know it doesn't work. But here's the thing. I don't need to actually pick a direction with options trading. The way I trade options, which is typically selling out of the money options, I don't need to be right on direction. That's why I don't have to try to pretend like technical analysis works or it has some sway over what the next candlestick is going to be. It's because for me, I'm not dependent on, guessing direction right. I've said this many times. If your trading strategy actually depends on you guessing direction, that's not a good trading strategy. That's not something that's going to work in the long term, because no one has ever been able to reliably and consistently pick direction up or down on any trading asset. And that's the great thing about option strategies like selling out of the money puts, out of the money calls, out of the money strangles. And really, most of the popular option strategies that people use, they're typically more omnidirectional than actually being directional. By omnidirectional, I mean that the underlying can move up, down, sideways. It really doesn't matter. They could still make money. And that's kind of what even a short put, which is my most common trade. Most people imagine a short put is a bullish trade, and it is a bullish trade. But if I sell, for example, a 20 delta put, well, the underlying stock can still go down and I would still win on the trade as long as the underlying stock never trades below my 20 delta put, or at least it doesn't finish below my 20 delta put at expiration. I'm still going to win on the trade, right? So again, even the short put can be thought of as more of a neutral strategy or an omnidirectional strategy. Yes, it leans a little bit bullish, but I don't necessarily have to get direction right when I sell out of the money put. And it's really why options trading is so liberating. Like if you come from the stock trading world or trading Forex, for example, or trading futures, for example, it's always these 50-50 shots. It's either going up or down, and you always have the same 50-50 shot. It's a coin flip. We're just going to throw a coin in the air. It's either heads or tails, and good luck guessing whether that next coin flip is going to be heads or tails. You can't actually do that. You can't reliably do that. Technical analysis can't do that for you. And when you liberate yourself from that, when no longer I have to guess the outcome of that next coin flip, it really is something that is quite amazing, right? It really changes your whole outlook as far as trading. I do kind of find it ironic that some people actually claim to believe in efficient market theory. They believe that markets are in fact random, but then these same people will sometimes also swear by technical analysis, which in my mind doesn't make sense. You can't actually make that fit, right? Because if you say that markets are random, but then you're also using technical analysis to predict the market, well, it doesn't work that way, right? So, but by that very definition, the fact that markets are random, just if that is true, then its very definition that markets are random means technical analysis is in fact bullshit. The obvious flaw in technical analysis is the fact that it always is looking into the past. Technical analysis, when you're looking at chart patterns and Fibonacci levels and moving averages and things like that, all of these things reflect the past price action and volume, right? They're always a look into the past, and the past has no bearing on what's going to happen in the future. We all know this. Have you ever read a financial disclaimer? The standard financial disclaimer that most hedge funds or investment advisors give is that past performance is not indicative of future results. They always warn you of that. Why do they warn you of that? It's obviously for legal reasons. They want to cover their asses, but it's also because it's actually true, right? The investment and financial professionals know that the past has no sway over the future, right? And that's why they give you that disclaimer, right? Whatever this product, whatever this index fund, this mutual fund, this ETF, whatever it did in the past, that does not guarantee that it's going to do the same thing tomorrow. And despite all of us having heard that standard financial disclaimer thousands of times at this point in many of our lives, for some reason, most of us still, we don't want to believe it. It's like we're incapable of believing that message. And the reason is that so many of us feel like there must be a way to predict the market, right? There must be, because unless there's a way to predict the market, to predict the future, then there must not be a way to actually win at trading, because a lot of people in their mind, they kind of equate winning at trading to be able to predict the future. And this is kind of a flaw in our educational system, especially with financial education, is this myth that you need to be able to guess the future in order to win at trading, because that's not the case at all, right? You don't actually have to be able to predict anything to win at trading, and especially at long-term investing. I think some people are more inclined than others to believe in some of the myths and the BS. Some people are very conspiratorial in their thinking. They're the kind of people that buy into conspiracy theories. So they're typically the kind of people that they can't accept that markets are random, that markets are efficient. They have to believe there is a way to predict the market. There's a way to game the system, right? There's a way to actually beat the system, because if there's no way to game the system in some way, it means everybody is on a level playing field, and they don't want to believe that. They have to believe that there is cheaters in the game. There has to be a way for somebody to manipulate markets. They want to believe that the system is rigged, right? And unfortunately, there is a sizable percentage of our population out there that really want to be proven right that the system is rigged, that you and me as retail traders, we stand no chance, because it's all the evil hedge funds and institutional traders. It's all the banks. They're the only ones that can make money at trading. It's because they've rigged the system for themselves, and they've gamed the systems in such a way that we could never possibly succeed at trading. And of course, all of this is all lies, right? Because honestly, we're all on a level playing field. The thing with efficient market theory, if it's true, and I believe it's true, most people believe it's true, if efficient market theory holds, then nobody really has an advantage over anybody else in a market that is truly random. So many people want to resist this message, the fact that markets are random. They want to resist that because they think it means something negative. They think it really means something bad for the retail trader, the little guy, you and me, when in fact, it's not a negative message. The fact that markets are random is a positive thing. It's a good thing for you and me. It means that you and me, the little guys, right? We have the same opportunity out there at trading as everyone else, as the big institutional hedge funds. We have that same opportunity awaiting us that they have. It is an absolutely level playing field, and anybody that puts in enough time and effort and discipline can win. And it really doesn't matter if you're a billion-dollar fund manager or you're just your average Joe Blow retail trader that's trading with a $100,000 account. It doesn't matter. We all have access access to the same information, the same news, the same fundamentals, the same software, the same services, right? We all have access to the same things. So is the system rigged? No, I would say the system is exceptionally fair. The problem is we live in a world where there is a lot of lazy and low IQ content, especially on social media, especially on video platforms like YouTube and TikTok. And a lot of this lazy, low IQ kind of content that the fake trading gurus are out there promoting, these guys, they know the truth. They know trading takes a lot of time and dedication. They know that literally you're going to have to spend thousands of hours learning about things like efficient market theory and the law of large numbers and the various option Greeks, delta, theta, gamma, vega. They know you're going to have to learn a lot of different option strategies. One strategy, learning only one strategy does not work, right? You have to be able to trade in all environments. You have so much that you have to learn and then actually experience, right? You have to actually have some experience doing some of these things in life or in trading. You have to spend so many thousands of hours doing this stuff to make it work. And they know if they give that message, that true message, it's going to turn most people off. Like the kind of messages I give you guys, I'm giving you it straight up. I know most people want to turn this video off right now, but I'm giving you the truth. But you know, these fake trading gurus, they don't want to give you the truth because they want to sell you something typically. So they want to sucker you in. And that's why they give you the lazy, low IQ content. And that low IQ content, that lazy content, what is it? It's typically technical analysis. And this is normal for us as human beings. Human beings naturally want the shortcut. We want the quick and easy answer, even if that answer is all lies and fabrication, right? And we want something that seems simple, right? We would prefer a simple lie than a hard truth. And that's what technical analysis is. It's the quick and easy bullshit answer. And that's the reason the fake trading gurus keep feeding all of this technical analysis bullshit to their viewers. It's because it's not necessarily that the fake trading gurus are doing something scandalous and nefarious, or even though I would say they are, but they also know that that's actually the content most people want. Most people out there want to be lied to. It's a sad state of affairs, but that's the truth. Most people want that quick and easy answer, even if they know it's all lies and bullshit. That's the answer they want. They don't actually want the truth. But that's not what I'm here to do. I created this channel to give you guys the truth. And the truth is, you don't need to hold on to these lies and myths any longer. You don't need to buy in to all the BS surrounding technical analysis. Let it go. Cast it aside. You don't need it. Once you get rid of technical analysis, I promise you, you're not going to miss it. And this is one of the things I think most people actually think, when they get rid of technical analysis, they have nothing else to hold on to. But I promise you, let it go. You'll be liberated. It'll be actually a freeing experience, because think of all the hours, think of all the mental energy you spend into drawing all those patterns on your charts, all the Fibonacci levels, support and resistance lines and channels and things, your bull bear flag thingy. You don't have to worry about that anymore. And again, it's a liberating thing. One of the unfortunate truths in life is that time is finite. There's only so many hours in a day. And for those of you that are devoting hundreds of hours or even thousands of hours a year on technical analysis, think about what if you took those thousands of hours that you spend on technical analysis and you spent those thousands of hours, I don't know, reading books and articles, and financial content, even fundamental reports, even though I don't like fundamental analysis either. What if you spent some of those thousands of hours doing research, back testing, demo trading, whatever it happens to be? Think of how much better of a trader you could be if you actually took those wasted hours and actually dedicated it to more productive things. Anyway, just some food for thought. I know some people are going to totally vehemently disagree with everything I had to say in this video. And if that's the case, you know what? I don't mind dissenting opinions. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And for those of you that haven't checked out my book yet, please check out my book, The Super Wheel Option Strategy, available on Amazon. You'll find a link to it in the description below. Peace, guys.